Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another week of story time. I'm Mr. Garrett, and we're going to get started with our weather forecast, so get your weather felt pieces ready. So forecast for Thursday morning is supposed to be partly cloudy. So we have the sun, put up the sun in the blue sky, but we'll also have some clouds. So blocking the sun a little bit. Maybe we'll have a little bit of blue sky, but possibly a lot of clouds. So put the clouds up in the sky. And we've been checking on our tree. So we get our tree, put it up in the board, growing out of the ground. And last week we had the leaves start to appear. So I checked the tree near the library and we start to see some buds. And they're getting even bigger now, so we're seeing even more leaves. So check the tree near your house and in your neighborhood and see if you see any of the leaves growing and getting bigger. And check them every day because the time of the year we're going to start to see a lot more things growing. And look outside and see if the weather forecast came true. Move the pieces around, and as the weather changes, you can move the pieces to tell the weather. All right, now we're going to do our story. All right, so the story for this week is called Viking in Love by Doug Cenko. So a Viking is this guy. They're a type of ocean adventurer from long ago. So this is our Viking, and he's in love, so he has a little love note there. Wonder who he's going to send that to. Let's find out. Special thank you to Viking Press for letting us read the book today. All right, ready? Stig was like most Vikings. There he is. He loved fresh air, hearty stew, and, of course, adorable kittens. But unlike most Vikings, there was one thing Stig did not like. Ooh, can you tell what that is? You see any clues over here? Yeah, I see some boats. Maybe he doesn't like being on a boat. Huh. The sea. Oh no. Wow. There's a lot of scary things happening here. We have some sea monsters. There's one over there. There's one over here. This whale is eating a boat. Yikes. It's not like he was scared of it or anything. Okay, maybe just a little bit. I don't blame him. That looks pretty scary. One day, as Stig was taking the kittens for a walk, he saw the most fearless Viking he'd ever seen. And she said the sweetest thing he'd ever heard. Hi, I'm Ingrid. Oh, well, so she's on a boat and she's battling this huge whale. Oh, got my hearts. I think he likes Ingrid. He tried to respond, but before he could, the sea swept her away. Oh, look, so she's on her boat and she's going off on a new adventure. I wonder if she's going to come back. Let's see. That night, he couldn't sleep. He had to get his feelings into words. He wrote all kinds of super mushy stuff, and even added a little heart when he wrote her name, like this. Oh, that's really sweet. Stig returned to the beach with a note. He waited and waited and waited. Oh, even the sun's going down. Oh, and there's a little love note. But there was no sign of her. Oh, I think she's going to come back that way on our boat. Let's see. Just when he was about to give up hope, he saw her. Oh, there's a boat. But she was too far away. He folded the note into the shape of a ship and let it sail. I think that's going to work. Nope. But the waves returned it to him. Yeah. Plan B. Let's see. He folded it into the shape of a bird and let it soar. But the wind returned it to him. Oh. Stig could only think of one way to get the note to Ingrid, and as much as he didn't want to do it, what do you think the plan is now? Ah! He tried to tie a note to the kitten. Think that's gonna work? But that didn't go so well either. Oh, the kitten's like, nope. This kitten's like, oh dear, I can't even look. As he was apologizing to the kitten, Stig saw one final way that he could get the note to Ingrid. Oh, look, so he has a little float. He was determined. He wasn't going to give up. See, there's a giant wave there, too. Oh. Whoop. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh. So the waves are really giving him a hard time, huh? The sea tried to knock him back, but Stig pushed on. He thought that he would be okay as long as he held on tight. Think he's gonna fall off? Hope not. Let's see. Oh, we even have a sea monster down here. Can you see that? Oh no! But the sea wouldn't let him. Oh, so he lost his float. What's gonna happen now? Look. It's underwater. Seeing the kittens are underwater. Someone gonna come rescue him? I hope so. Let's see. Someone did come to rescue him. I wonder whose hands those are. Could it be Ingrid? I don't know. Let's see. There she is. Wow, she's tall, huh? No, she even helped the kittens too. Stieg was finally able to hand Ingrid the note, but the sea had ruined it. He was crushed. Stieg felt just like the note looked. He was kind of heartbroken. That was until he heard, "Hi, I'm Ingrid." This time the sea couldn't stop him. "Hi, I'm Stieg." "Oh, I wrote this note for you," said Ingrid. Ingrid's note was the sweetest thing that Stieg had ever read. She even added little hearts like this. Oh, so she wrote him a note too. Oh, glad they finally got to exchange notes. Stieg and Ingrid were like most Vikings. They loved fresh air, hearty stew, adorable kittens, and together they conquered the sea. There they are. And all the other sea monsters that are in love. The end. Nice. And on the back we have a picture of the two of them in their boat. The end. Oh, and on the back we have another picture of fearless Ingrid battling this giant octopus. All right, so if you have your little packet of materials for the craft, you can take that out now. If you don't have that, just get a piece of paper and some crayons, and we'll do a little activity together. All right, so in your packet this week, you'll see that you have a piece of white paper and a Viking ship. So if you don't have one of these, you can try to draw this shape if you have a brown crayon or marker. So just a regular boat shape, but has these little curly things on each side. So I figured, since the story ends with our two characters kind of going off on an adventure together in the ocean, we could draw a picture imagining what they might find on their journey. So I'm going to start by making the ocean. So if you want to make an ocean too, you can get a blue crayon or marker, and I'm going to make some waves. And this is going to be kind of like a rough sea. Remember the waves in the book were very turbulent. They're kind of moving around a lot. So these are my waves, but maybe the ocean that you want to draw is much calmer. And then I'm going to add my characters, and then I'm going to add what I think they might find on an adventure. So you don't have to draw the characters from the book. I'm going to draw them, but you could draw whoever you want. If you want to draw yourself or family members or friends, I'm going to go ahead and draw our main character, Stieg. So I'm going to make his head, add his little hat like this. There we go. He had little antlers on his hat too, so I'll do that. And add his little eyes, so just two little dots like that. And then his nose, like that. And he had a beard, so I'm going to add his beard. So I'm going to get my orange color here. He's just kind of peeking out. So maybe he's still a little scared. That's okay. It's okay to be afraid. He's out having an adventure with Ingrid. And now I'm going to draw Ingrid. So I'm going to have her, maybe she's, sitting next to Stieg and kind of making him feel better. So I'm going to add her eyes. We're going to add her hair too. Remember, she had like a braid. There we go. And let's see, add her little nose. And then I'm going to have her smiling. There we go. And I color in her hair too, because she had kind of yellowish hair, like blonde hair. There we go. So those are my people. And now I have to think about what they might find on their adventure. So you can do whatever you want. For your picture, I'm gonna do an example. I'm gonna imagine that that there's a mermaid. So I'm gonna actually start by drawing the fins like this. So that'd be one tail fin, and this will be the other one. Then I'm gonna draw a couple more lines here. This can be the rest of her tail. And then I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna draw her scales like this. And this mermaid has a purple tail. And I'll add a couple lines for the tail fin right there. And now I have to draw her human half. So I'm gonna get my other color here. Let's see. Here we go. And maybe this mermaid really likes sea creatures, so I think I'm gonna draw a little sea creature on her shirt too. So maybe a little sea dragon. There we go. And then I have to draw her arms and her face. So I'm gonna draw her arms like that. Here we go. And then I'm gonna draw her head like this. And now I have to draw her face and her hair. So I'm gonna draw her hair. Maybe it's kind of like floating everywhere because she's kind of underwater. There we go. And then add her little eyes. Oh, little nose. And I'm gonna add her smiling face too, because she's happy that the two characters are visiting her. There we go. So I have a little mermaid. Keep adding details if I wanted to. If I wanted to make some fish kind of swimming by, maybe one of the sea monsters from the book is coming to visit. So draw a little tentacle maybe, like that. I can keep adding details, just kind of make it fun. So whatever you want to add to your picture, feel free to make it your own, and just keep adding cool things that that your passengers could find on their journey. So I hope you enjoyed the activity. So next week we'll be back at the same time, 10:30 on Thursday on our YouTube channel. We'll have a new book and a new activity, so you can stop by the library to get a packet of materials if you like. And stop by and get some books and say hi, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Take care, everyone.